Watch this video until the very end if you want what might be one of my best calls of 2025. Why do I start the video like this? Because I think being a crypto YouTuber, your job is simple. Your job is either to do the news and to inform people with what's happening, or it's to hit the charts and tell people what's going to happen. All right. And I try to do a combination of both, but in the department of what's going to happen, I do feel secretly I'm one of the best in the game. And if you don't believe me, ask the more than 300 traders in my Telegram group. And there are a million times I could say, oh, right there, I said buy at 16 cents, it went to 60. Oh, right there, I said buy at 6 cents, it went to 40. I have these examples of time and time again. I've made some pretty sick calls, especially last year. And I don't say this to pat myself on the back, because what I'm building to is my next call. Because if you scroll through my videos from 2024, there's a lot of gold here. A lot of gold here in 2024. The one I'm probably most proud of, because of how quickly it happened and how accurate the call was this video right here from 1 month ago. Top secret gem picks, guaranteed gains. All right. And this video was me on Orcas Island, Washington on November 27th, talking about no other than Karate Combat. And Karate Combat is a sponsor of the channel. I absolutely love going to the fights. I love the team, love IFC and George and what everyone's doing. That's all great. But as a trader, as an opportunistic trader, I have figured out the karate token. And I almost didn't share this chart publicly. And then I decided, let's make people some money. This is what you do for a living. Your job is to make calls before they happen. Let's do it. And in this video, I showed everybody this chart right here. This chart. And this chart is the relationship between the price action of Karate Combat paired with when the actual events happen. And there is certainly a correlation between when there are fights and when this pumps. This is not the best buy, hold, wait project. This is certainly a get in, get out project if you can time the fights. All right. So right here, KC48, the biggest thing here, and I stand by this, you need to set an alarm at 0.00055. I stand by that alarm to this day. And when it did this 112% pump right here, look right here, KC48 in Nashville, I was there, great night. It bounced from that level. All right. And that was the alarm. 8 days. The pump took 8 days. And the day of KC48 was the top of this pump. This is the only example in the past 5 fights where the top of the pump was the day of the fight. Generally, some of the pumps happen before, some of the pumps happen after. The common denominator is that they do happen within a week or two of the fight. Sometimes it's before, sometimes it's after, sometimes it's the day of. But what matters is that they happen, period. All right. So here's the value area between 0004 and 00055. And every time it comes back into this value area, it's a great time to buy. Right here was KC49, right down there. And within 4 days, there was a 55% pump. This is the smallest of them of the past 5 fights. Hey, 55% isn't bad. All right. And right here was KC50. And 11 days after the fight was a 67% pump. And this is where things start to change, because right here was a 70% pump. And when I say 70%, 55%, 67%, I am saying from this level, 00055, from the top of this support resistance, the top level of this value area. That's what I mean by the percentages I'm gathering here. All right. So So this 70% pump, the pump happened in 6 days, but the pump was also before kickback 3 in Thailand. So this is where we start to see, okay, sometimes the pumps are before, sometimes the pumps are after, but invariably there is a relationship between pumps happening with the fights. All right. And this right here, this yellow circle right here is when I made that video. The video I will say I am most proud of all of my videos last year, because I called this and I called it quick. So right here where it says 9% back to support resistance, that's actually when I posted it. I posted the chart on Twitter and then I made the video a day later. All right. And from when I made the video, from right here to the top of this pump, 106%, 106.9, let's say 107% in 10 days. 107% 10 days. Let's add this in. 107% 10 days. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's interesting is that the fight was here, KC51, on December 18th, December 19th. It was a Thursday. All right. And that was about 13 days after the fight. So this was another example. So these two here, the pump happened before the fight. The pump happened after the fight. It went fight, pump, and then it went pump, fight. And this first example, it happened on the same day. But so regardless of when it happens, what matters is that when there's a fight, Karate Combat pumps. When there's not a fight, like right here, there was not a fight in August after Nashville. Right here, there was not a fight until KC49. And Karate Combat goes back into this value area. All right. This is the secret of Karate Combat. We discovered this relationship between the fights and the prices. And then we called it for 107% right here. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Right now, Karate Combat is back in the value area. It's actually double bottomed perfectly from this level, from the 0004, perfectly, which is insane, by the way. And it's actually, it's a 17% pump just to get back to the main alarm level. It's 17% just to get back there. Easy money. Not to mention there is a low volume node right here in the price action that worked out again. Very, very easy stuff. See how it quickly came through here, quickly shot back down because of the low volume node. That's free money right there, that spot of the chart. And guess what? On January 24th, KC 52 in Miami. It's January 15th. The fight is, 9 days, 8 days away from when you watch this video. And although lately it has gone pump, fight, this one might go fight, pump. But invariably, based off of this model and the last 5 events and the last 5 pumps, right now the price of Karate Combat is right here. And the fight is happening right here. So let's, once again, here we are. We were right this time. We made this model. Let's see how spot on we are with Karate Combat. And guys, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty cool with Karate Token how you can bet on the fights. And if you lose your bet with Karate Token, you don't lose your Karate Token. It's only up gaming. And this year, they're doing a layer 2 called Up. Man, they are going to have a hell of a year. I think the entire Hedera ecosystem is going to have a hell of a year. Been talking to the CEO of the HBAR Foundation about setting up an interview with him in the coming week. So I'm bullish on this idea. It is one of my favorite calls, like the biggest pat on my back from last year. I would say is the Karate Combat call from last month. That was a pretty sweet call, and it's happening again. And I wanted to make this video in a hurry to tell you guys, hey, maybe don't sleep on this idea, but I want to be clear about this idea that these pumps, 8 days, 4 days, 11 days, 6 days, 10 days, these things happen fast. These are quick on your feet type trades. This is not a buy and sit and wait for Q3, Q4. This is not a multi-month play. This is a once this alarm goes off, start the timer and make as much money as you can. All right. And honestly, the 55% baseline is the smallest one of the 5. I would like to see it at least get back to that point going into the next event. And that even would be a 77% pump from the current price now. So there you go, everybody. Wanted to just inform you about that trade. Big shout out to Karate Combat. They is a sponsor of this channel, but as a trader, I have to point this out. I have to say, hey guys, maybe you should go get involved. There is money to be made there. So with all that, everybody, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want more insane calls. This is what I do for a living. If you want to join my Telegram group with over 300 traders now, make sure you send me an email down below, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We'll get you signed up and trading in no time. So with that being said, safe rest of your day, get rich or get wrecked. Later. Boom.